All my life, I was treated like a shadow. My sister Emily was the star and I was the extra. She was the perfect daughter. Straight A's, pretty, charming, and spoiled beyond belief. If Emily wanted something, she got it. New clothes, a car for her 18th birthday, private lessons. Meanwhile, I, Lily, was expected to understand that our family couldn't afford the same for both kids. It wasn't just about money. It was about love and attention, too. When Emily got an award, our parents threw her a party. When I achieved something, they barely looked up from their phones. Well, Emily did that years ago, they'd say. I learned to smile through the disappointment, but inside the resentment grew. By the time we were adults, nothing had changed. Emily was engaged to Daniel, a wealthy architect. My parents treated the engagement like a royal wedding. They poured money into planning, bought her the most expensive gown, and bragged about her nonstop. And me? I was dating James, a hardworking, kind man who didn't come from money but gave me love that Emily could never dream of. My parents barely acknowledged him. One night, the truth of their favoritism slapped me across the face. James had proposed to me with a simple ring he bought after saving for months. I was overjoyed and ran to tell my parents. But instead of excitement, my mom frowned. Lily, you can't get married before Emily. It'll ruin her moment. My father nodded. Be patient. Let your sister shine. Your turn will come. That was the breaking point. My happiness was once again treated like it was worthless compared to Emily's. That night, lying awake, I decided something. I wouldn't let Emily or my parents dictate my life anymore. For the first time, I was going to take revenge. Not with anger, but by flipping the script they had written for me since childhood. James and I planned a wedding in secret. It wasn't grand like Emily's, but it was filled with real love. A handful of close friends, a small garden, fairy lights strung up in the trees. When I walked down the aisle in a simple lace dress, James's eyes lit up like I was the most important person in the world. My parents didn't come, of course. They claimed it would overshadow Emily's wedding, but I didn't care. I had something Emily didn't, real happiness. And here's where fate took my side. A week before Emily's big wedding, her perfect fiancé, Daniel, was exposed. I received a message from a woman named Rachel who worked with him. She sent me screenshots, photos, and proof that Daniel had been cheating on Emily for months. I debated whether to keep it to myself, but the bitterness of years of unfairness pushed me to act. At the rehearsal dinner, with our entire family and relatives gathered, I stood up. I have something to say, I announced, my hands shaking but my voice steady. I pulled out my phone and read Rachel's messages aloud. Gasps filled the room. Emily turned pale, Daniel stuttered, and my parents sat frozen, humiliated. The perfect sister, the perfect wedding, the perfect life, all of it shattered in an instant. Emily screamed at me, calling me jealous and bitter. But no one defended her, not even Daniel, who stormed out after his lies were exposed. For once, I wasn't the shadow. Everyone looked at me with respect, shock, and even a hint of admiration. That night, I went home to James, who held me close and said, "You finally stood up for yourself. I'm proud of you." For the first time in my life, I wasn't Emily's sister. I was Lily, and I had taken control of my story. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.